Hello. Your superior, Superintendent Frank, doesn't like you because of some offhand comment you made that you kind of remember what saying. He is looking for any credible reason to have you pulled off the case and replaced with his nephew, Duke. You know that police budget is very tight. Oh look, reading this shit brings the time down. You know that it's very tight and you must solve the case with as little forensic lab assistance as possible. Adding to the urgency of your investigation is fact. Newspaper have raised alarm about Ted's escape from custody and made the implication that Ted may be the culprit, and he's insane and will probably kill again. The public is scared. You will need to manage your time effectively in this investigation. Pay attention to the clock. Yeah, the clock. Oh, it only clicks.
I'm giving you 16 hours to make an arrest. If you don't have a suspect in custody by midnight tonight, Duke's going to take over, and you'll be managing the desk at Central Booking. You follow?
Okay, tell Crabtree that you sense there is some animosity between you and ask what you did to upset him. I don't give a fuck. Argue that 16 hours is not enough time. Accept. Yep, just accept.
What are you looking at me for? The clock is ticking. Get out of here.
Yeah, I don't want to look at you anymore, So it only seemed to go down when I press something. Let's see what I have to press. It wasted 2 minutes of mine and then another 5 minutes on nothing. Let me see. 15 hours, 50 minutes should be enough. It's kind of strange how you get 16 hours but the time's already ticking before you even talk to him, so I don't really get 16 hours, I get 15 hours and 50 minutes because this is the start just after I spoke to him, so I don't see why this isn't 16 hours. I can read a newspaper, I can visit the murder scene, I can visit Angie's office, I can visit Angie's home, I can go home and get 4 hours sleep, or I can make an arrest. I guess I will read. Took me 5 minutes to open a newspaper. Psychiatrist found murdered after insane man flees custody. Another 5 minutes? Oh, 2. Ooh, only 2. Forensic psychiatrist Dr. Angeli Riliki was found dead by 2 youths walking through Honeydew Park early this morning. Police have yet to release the cause of death. Dr. Ali has testified at a pre-trial hearing of Ted Hadrup, who escaped from custody approximately 7 hours before she was killed. Police will not confirm whether Hadrup is a suspect in the murder, but will seek to question him once he is apprehended. There is a nationwide warrant for Hadrup's arrest. Police consider him armed and dangerous, and if spotted, advise that he should not be approached. Riley has been working late in her office at courthouse and was working in the late where she was killed. She was the sweetest person anybody could find, and Russell is leadership. Oh, another 2 minutes to close it. Fucking hell, I gotta keep reading. Lots to read. Police chief asked mayor for cash. Police Chief Wilbur defended his officers from charges of gross incompetence after the escape of Ted Hadrup yesterday. Chief Wilbur took the offensive, claiming that Hadrup's escape was due to staff shortages as a result of budget cuts to the force. Normally there are 2 officers in charge of prison transport, but because of recent cutbacks we only had 1. If council doesn't restore our funding, there will be more slip-ups. City Councillor Bob Winfrey called for Chief Ormrob's resignation. Ormrob is extorting cash out of Treasury with kinds of comments he can't run the department of his budget. Then we should get somebody who can. Winfrey said community group Grannies on Guard have placed their members at full alert. We have at least 1 granny on every city street, and Hadrup is in town with another one. Grannies. Fucking hell, so much to read. Next. Police are still not treating the disappearance of 14-year-old Paula Watt as suspicious, even though she has not been seen now for more than 48 hours. Teenagers are always running away, said the police superintendent Crabtree. We fully expect she'll show up a little hungover when she gets hungry. Mary Watt, Paula's mother, says Crabtree is showing an appalling lack of sensitivity and just plain police smarts. She says it will be too late when my daughter shows floating in the lake. Where am I? Late, there we go. Police Chief Wilbur Ormrob, who is already facing strong Criticism for the department bungling of fugitive Ted Hadrop threw up his arms yesterday. We have a limited staff. Rob said, what would you do? Put a man in pursuit of every stray dog and cat. Focus department's limited resources at getting Hadrop back behind bars. Okay. We have Ormrod. 14-year-old and police guy whose name I've forgotten. I can't even remember. Crabtree. There we go. Yeah, that one. There we go. 3 suspects so far. Oh yes, and Hadrop. There we go. Record heat. For the 3rd day in a row, temperatures have exceeded 90 degrees and City Power has asked everyone to ease up on their air conditioner use or blackouts may occur. People have been taking to the lake to cool off, even though city officials warn that severe skin rashes can result from prolonged exposure to the water. The water is polluted with various acids and heavy metals flowing from the Clink pump and paper plant. Plant owner Rolf says that as long as people refuse to pay a fair price for their paper, he can't afford to clean the plant's effluent. It's a chicken and egg scenario, says Clink. Everybody wants something for nothing and something has to give. Back. There we go. Okay, next one. City Councillor Weber O'Toole has been jailed for 90 days, defrauding the city of more than $400 in taxes. What are they, asked O'Toole. If the city would actually spend the money on something useful, I'd feel better about giving it to them. When it was pointed out to O'Toole by prosecutor Jane Rabbit that he was on the Roads Committee, O'Toole replied, spouting feminist sophisticity. Okay, next one. Handyman Michael Waters has been found a way around the court order, barring him from fixing homes without a license. He is going to become a TV star. He's a wonderful character, say Mordi Barbut, the producer of the new local reality TV show. Michael may not be able to fix a screen door, but he can sure make you laugh. When asked why would anyone watch a show about home renovation starring a man facing hundreds of thousands of dollars of lawsuits from angry homeowners, Barbut replied, at least we know the lawyers will be watching and they're highly desirable demographic from advertisers' point of view. She added, we have experts to ensure that the advice given on the show will exceed local building codes. Next. Yay, a picture. It's that guy from some other game this one made. Summerplex Pharmaceuticals chairman Lloyd Penner announced today that his company would be opening a 50,000 square foot plant in the city, creating over 400 jobs. The plant will manufacture their innovative mood drug Paxwick. Local real estate magnate Rolf, who owns the site, said construction would begin immediately after the drug is approved for use by regulator and the lease becomes binding. Paxwick has been found to drastically reduce violent urges in humans, and when used regularly creates a sense of being bliss in user. Its trial use in prisons has significantly reduced incidents of violent behaviour. Summerplex is awaiting government approval of the drug next week before it can be available nationwide. Drug. There we go. Well, I don't like that noise. I guess I'll visit the murder scene. There we go, we get to do something. No more reading. I've already lost 2 hours, nearly. Oh, look, it ticks down.
We haven't touched anything. It's just the way we found her.
It's that guy again. What's his name? Dick or Tom? Or, no, what's his name? I'm trying to remember that guy's name. Tim. There's his name. I think his name. I'm Tim. Maybe. Use your mouse. Okay, we'll collect that. Whatever that is. Broken watch. Oh, it's just a watch. Collect her hair. No. Zoom out. There we go. Gold man's bracelet with initials TLB. Oh, tool. There's a T. Tool. You have a tool. What? Something else? Click. Trace splatters of blood. Oh, look at that. Every time I click that, time goes down. Look, it took him 10 minutes to click on that. Oh, great. It's £5 steel iron